So this is what Orlando looks like, a street, 2 a.m. in the morning before the big hurricane is about to hit. It's pretty quiet for the most part. Most people have evacuated. So it should be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Again, pretty quiet, nothing going on. Just a normal night, but tomorrow it's going to be a little bit different.
To determine exactly what this is going to do. And I want you to make your decision here in the next 2 hours whether you want to come home. If you want to come home, we'll go to the airport right now, get you a ticket, and we'll wait there for you.
So there's a hurricane coming. It is Wednesday right now. Let me just get my phone out. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated with everything going on. It is Wednesday, October 5th right now. I'm in college right now. Thursday and Friday classes have been canceled. And they also canceled Monday and Tuesday. So that means we have a lot of days off, right? But I'm staying on campus. I'm not evacuating. They're not having us evacuate. This big hurricane's about to come. It is a Category 4 hurricane, apparently. I don't know if it's going to really touch down in the Orlando area. They said it's not supposed to, you know, hit Orlando directly, but this coast, and then, you know, you're going to have, obviously, a lot of effects, you know, from the hurricane. Hurricane Katrina was a Category 5 hurricane. This is a Category 4 hurricane. Basically hitting near Orlando, so it's not gonna be great. Tomorrow night is when the hurricane effects are supposed to start happening, and so because of that, I had to go stock up, and so I got some waters back there, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruit Loops, see that? I got all that stuff. I got chocolate milks, I got Gatorades, I even saw these. I got Oreo churros and stuff, and then I have tons of water. And actually, the grocery store ran out of water completely. No water bottles. We just went completely out of every single water. Crazy. So, anyways, inside my fridge, by the way, Mako thing. Inside my fridge, tons of water and stuff. I've been monitoring it. I'm gonna give you guys updates. You know, tell you what's going on, show you guys what's going on outside. If they do need to evacuate us, they're going to evacuate us out of this building, which is a dorm building I'm in, and then everyone goes into one big atrium somewhere in the college, somewhere on the campus, and then they tell you what to bring and stuff like that. But it's going to be crazy. I know everyone's talking about it like it's going to be crazy, and it's probably going to be crazy. So anyways, yeah, this is what it looks like right now. It is Wednesday, October 5th. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and it's about to change a lot. I'm sure the visibility is gonna suck. It's gonna be raining. It's gonna be windy. It's just gonna be crazy. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to record it for you guys though.
If it goes on the other side of it, that's even better news. But right now, if it stays at least on this line, I know that's bad because it points right towards the Cape and Daytona, but at least it means that it will not get a little farther inland, because then what that's going to do is put the right eye side of the eye wall and the strongest portion of the hurricane then along the coast, and then even take the western eye wall and bring it even farther inland. So we need it to stay at least on that line.
Holy crap, guys, look at this storm. There's a storm approaching. Oh no, the palm tree. Poor palm tree. Huh.
As we go through this afternoon and this evening, you will continue to get these big squalls.
There is the big
blowing
Hurricane
through, but that
Matthew
being cooler will not start
approaching
to move in
Florida,
until after midnight
not too
tonight.
far from Orlando.
So there's the center currently of Matthew, now located in the Bahamas. Take a look at the wave heights. I know some folks along the coast are concerned about when these larger waves will start to hit. We're starting to see the seas now beginning to build pretty far offshore.
If you are just joining us, Hurricane Matthew has strengthened to a strong Category 4 hurricane as it approaches the coast of Florida. Right now, it is going, the eye of the storm is going through the Bahamas. This is very warm water, and this is helping fuel the storm and as it strengthens and treks to the Florida area here. And you can see Nicole out in the distance there, one of the factors that's helping push Hurricane Matthew to our area. Right now, this is the latest information, 140 mile per hour maximum sustained winds moving to the northwest again towards our state at 14 miles per hour. So it has picked up speed as it continues its trek towards us. And again, you can see that eye of the storm going through the Bahamas. This is very warm water again as it treks our way. This Friday at 8 a.m., 145 mile per hour maximum sustained winds. Take a look at what's coming our way. This is into the evening hours. It's going to be going over the eye of the storm, looking like it's going right over the Cape Canaveral area tonight into tomorrow morning. And then as we
here we can see, you know, part of the hurricane coming in. Here's Florida. And Hurricane Matthew right there. You got, you know, some other storms not related to the hurricane, but that was earlier. That's past, and then Hurricane Matthew is approaching. A Category 4 hurricane approaching Orlando. We are right here right now, or I am right here in Orlando.
You hear the rain coming down here in Lake Mary right now.
Yeah. Dumping buckets, Lou. Tropical downpour. We've got a rain band now. Boy, is that loud. We got a rain band coursing through over the television station right now here along I-4. Hurricane warnings, rather plentiful now. Offshore waters here draws closer to the region. We enhanced it to a moderate risk of tornadoes within some of the rain bands. You see the 125 of the winds there, northwesterly movement at 12. Conditions worsening from south to north. Looks like the cold also meandering out. Once this thing begins to move on in, look at this. This model is showing that eye.
Oh my God.
Right up the coast.
Right near
winds,
Orlando.
rain bands going all the way clearly.
I'm packing my bag right now for the shelter I have to go to. They're kicking us out of our dorms. I have a feeling this window is not very sturdy. Look at that. See that moving? I have a feeling a lot of water is going to come in, so I have to literally put towels everywhere. Alright guys, I don't have a whole lot of time, but anyways, this is my window here. I put a bunch of towels over here, moved everything away from it, and closed the blinds. Hopefully, this is gonna at least hopefully protect my room a little bit. Honestly though, I don't know. I hope it doesn't leak. My computers are coming with me, too valuable to leave. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Gotta get my phone. It's starting to hit. I think I'm like the only person in my dorm. I gotta get the hell out of here. Alright, I got my bag. Anyways, so long, dorm room. Hopefully you don't get flooded. I think I got all my valuables for the most part. Alright. Alright, I am out. Hopefully the storm doesn't wreck everything. It's very hot and humid out here. I would say it's probably like 85, 90 degrees, but very humid. Nothing out of the usual. This is typical Florida weather. Category 4 hurricane approaching, only a few hours away. This is where we are being evacuated to. This is the building we're gonna have to stay overnight in. I have no idea what it's gonna be like. Hopefully I can get some cool footage, but I hope this place doesn't completely get destroyed. Yeah, I mean, with the 100-mile-an-hour winds, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these trees get completely obliterated. Looks like there's already some people in there. Current status, it's about 5 p.m. and not a whole lot's going on, but you better take advantage of these before they get taken up. Good thing I got out when I could. It is raining. Check that out. Wow. Hurricane's coming. Well, it looks like the sky is starting to get kind of darker. You know, you have trees blowing. It's getting kind of rough out there. It is officially going crazy. Look at that. You got really high winds, lots and lots of rain. Wow. It is coming down.
Anticipate overnight tonight. We had a few heavy downpours in a few spots, but the air is just all juiced up right now. And you can see out to our east, more rain showers offshore moving towards the coast. Some spotty showers tonight, a few showers early tomorrow, and then as you just saw, so dry and wet, rest easy, I guess. 85 degrees expected for tomorrow. 83 with
I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun.
Friday. Then our weather will be greatly improving overnight Friday night. And enjoy this. Update here on Hurricane Matthew. Matthew right now still a very strong hurricane. It did weaken a little bit earlier today, and on the latest advisory now, it looks like the system is trying to gain strength once again. Right now, it looks like on the infrared view, you can see the colder cloud tops, so getting better organized after hitting Cuba. Weakened it a little bit, kind of gave it a little bit of a staggering blow, but it's not going to knock it out. The winds are still 150 miles per hour, 135 miles per hour approaching the coastline. So the strongest winds will be arriving as we go through the overnight hours on Thursday night. As we get towards Friday morning, anywhere from around 6 o'clock until about 10 a.m., that's when the worst weather will be moving through the area. And remember, it doesn't have to follow this red line. It could be farther to the west or a little bit farther out to the east. And then eventually...
Here's a little forecast for you guys. Check this out. Rain after rain after rain. Lots of rain. Here's a little update. It is about 7:20 p.m. Just working on a vlog, editing, and outside. Can't really see, it's raining a little bit. But yeah, so it's not too crowded in here for the most part. I'm documenting it. So, about 8 minutes. There's like a shelter in place. I don't know. Going into some meeting room where they're going to talk about the hurricane.
How's everyone doing? I'm going to share some things with you, and then of course if you have any questions we'll save those for the end. The first thing that's really important to know is that now that you're here, we're going to ask that you stay here. There is a curfew that's in effect for Orange County that's going from 10 p.m. tonight to 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Let it sink in. We're going to be hanging together for a little bit.
So guys, real quick. So there's actually two curfews. There's one for Orange County, and then there's one that they announced for Seminole County as well. Curfew is for driving on roads. Okay, it does not mean you can't be outside. But there's a big but with that, right? That We don't want folks out on campus. We don't want folks running around outside and so on and so on. So if the staff in the shelter ask you to stay here, there's a reason behind it, right? Our goal at the end of this is that everybody walks out of here safely. Somebody used today, and it's kind of cheesy, but it kind of fits, is that this is not a cruise ship. This is a lifeboat, right? And the idea of a lifeboat is that we make it to the end and we all get out of this okay. That's my commitment to everybody inside of this room, that we will provide you with a safe environment. We will try to make sure that you are fed, that we have emergency power, that everything is turned on to the best of our ability, and then we share information with you guys, okay? But please, listen to the folks who are in charge inside of the shelter. We don't want folks outside. That is, whether it's power, whether it's tree limbs, whether it's all kinds of other things. We will make the determination when the campus is safe as early as we possibly can, and then release everybody and open up the shelter. But until that time, the idea is that everybody stays safe inside of this building.
If you are a part of the RLE team, please stand. In need of anything as well, these folks would be great resources. You might notice that you see your RA. Some other things to keep in mind: the third floor of Busch has been designated the quiet floor. So if you're on that floor or you visit that floor, we ask that you keep your noise to a minimum. Or meals are going to be provided while you're here. So you notice that we had popcorn as a snack. We'll have some additional snacks later on, I think around 8:30 or so. Anytime we serve food, it's going to be out here in the lobby. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be served tomorrow. Breakfast is at 8 a.m. So while we still have power, I would encourage you to continue having your phones charged. But if for some reason we lose power and it becomes a necessity that you need to charge something, if you receive one of this blue paper and reading from it, it's going to be in rooms 123. About it, just go into the atrium and check that whiteboard and see if there are any updates that might be pertinent to you throughout the night. We are planning the RLE staff to come around the building around 9 p.m. tonight to get a sense of where everyone is, and so to see where you set up your room and how many people are in your room and all those types of things.
Tonight, in the next hour or two, if you have loved ones, parents, moms, dads, family members, please reach out to them and tell them that you're safe in the shelter. Tell them where you're at. You can also give them a campus safety number, the 299 number. So if they can't reach you, your cell phone battery dies, something else happens, whatever the case is, that they know how to reach you in case of an emergency or something happens. So that takes care of communication. For students, please recognize that we don't only have students, but we also have kids. We have underage people. So language, themes, so on and so on and so on. Please be respectful of the folks who are under the age of 18 that are here. For parents and guardians of the children, it's your responsibility to make sure that they're taking around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Daybreak tomorrow morning is when it's going to start getting bad. I know it's going to get bad. And probably up until noon tomorrow will be the worst. So 7 to noon, somewhere around there. It depends really right now on where and if the storm comes ashore. There are thoughts that it will come ashore anywhere from Melbourne all the way up to St. Augustine. There are some thoughts that it will stay offshore, but it'll just skirt the entire East Coast. The further north it comes ashore from Port Canaveral, from Cape Canaveral, the better off we will be. During times, tomorrow morning, please don't go outside and say, let's look at the storm. Because every time somebody goes outside or anytime somebody wants to go stand in a window, that's another risk that somebody else is going to have to save you. If you've watched any of the news today and you saw people surfing today, you're an idiot if you're surfing today. I mean, I'll call it, because all that means is somebody's going to have to go and save you if you can't, So please be mindful, be smart. If you see one of your friends doing something just really not smart, I would rather have you call them on it and say, what are you doing? Than have somebody, it will be fun for about a half an hour, and then like the reality will set in that, wow, I'm sleeping on the floor tonight. You find your space, you know, have your friends, find a place that you're comfortable, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, find a place you can kind of retreat to, and get comfortable, whether it's food, whether it's drink, whether it's any other things, but you know, our goal is to make sure you walk out of here safely, and we go from there. It's not going to be super comfortable, I'm telling you that right now. Come noon tomorrow, you're going to be scratching your head saying, what am I doing here? But the reality of it is that this is the safest place for you in Central Florida with hot food and so on and so on and so on. So I don't know that I could find a better place for you guys than right here. Once the storm passes, which will probably be late tomorrow afternoon, we have to do a damage assessment of the campus. We have to find out, are buildings damaged? Are there limbs that need to be cut? Are there all of those things that need to happen? The earlier that happens in the day, the better we are. We're not going to ask our facilities folks to go out at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night in the dark and look at down limbs and power and so on. My hope for you is charge your battery, charge your devices, charge as much as you possibly can, iPads, everything else. Stay as engaged as you possibly can with it. There is a fair chance that sometime during that 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. we will lose power. There's a fair chance of that. That's not the time to look at your iPad and say, oh, I have 12% left, right? I mean, you're going to be really frustrated really quickly with that. So plan ahead and say, okay, I'm going to charge my devices up until that time, and okay, fine, I'm fully charged at 7 a.m., I'm ready to go, and let's see what happens. There are lots of stressors, there's lots of anxiety from being in this space, from being in a place that is not your room or your home, from storm-related, and so on, and we wanted to make sure that we had somebody from Wellness. So let me introduce Connie Briscoe from Wellness.
Hey, everybody. Want to come, sit, chat, talk, keep me company?
So as far as food goes tonight, this is all I got. And of course the water. It's about 11:30 right now. It's just been like raining and it stopped actually, so I wouldn't say anything's coming yet. It looks like. So they're storing extra food and stuff. This is pretty much what we have as of right now. People like sleeping in there. Probably a safe place to stay. So it's just gonna go on the Uber app, but it looks like no Uber. People are out. It says there's a state of emergency. So it is currently almost 2 a.m. Hasn't hit us yet, but I've been watching some news coverage. It's hitting big time in places like West Palm Beach, Florida, Juno Beach, you know, Daytona Beach. So not Daytona Beach, it's there. So yeah, everyone's sleeping for the most part. Yeah, so a bunch of people are just like sleeping in like classrooms and stuff. Just like sleeping bags. really weird feeling. It's kind of like an eerie feel. I don't know how to talk right now. It's kind of like an eerie feeling right now. It's quiet. I don't know. I'm staying up though. Alright, time to go up to the 3rd floor. This is the quiet zone. You're supposed to be quiet up here. I'm actually able to get a view of the street from here. It looks completely deserted. I don't know if there's anyone even actually on the street. Oh, there's like one, that might be a cop. Alright, hey guys, so I'm trying to be quiet because there's people in the area, but I've relocated to an area of the building where it's much warmer. So far, there hasn't really been any activity. Like, I've been watching the news and stuff, and it's literally just a little rain. Like, there's no rain, there's no winds and stuff, so I don't know. It looks like nothing's really going on. I don't really know. I don't know why I'm here, but it's like 4:30 right now. I think I slept a little bit, but it's so cold downstairs. They lowered the temperature, I don't know. That's where the hurricane is. That's where we are. And it's going that way. It's not even headed towards us. It's going that way. I think. Unless it goes this way. Then we're fucked. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. But it is so much warmer in this area. I don't know why it's so cold downstairs. And it's darker. So... Okay, it is now 6:30 a.m. and I think this is when conditions are getting the worst. You can't really see, but conditions are getting worse. little tiny, like 2-year-old just walking over there. I'm like, where's the parent? And then I heard her crying. I guess it was sleepwalking. So somebody brought it back. They're trying to find the parents. I don't know. But seriously, guys, the doors are all closed, and locked for the most part. How could a baby have gotten out? Like, how could they have reached the lock in one of the rooms? I don't even know. Unless they were staying in one of these things. I think the sun is starting just to come up a little bit. Alright, now the sun, well, not the sun is coming up, but it's daylight. Check that out. Not much is going on out there. I wonder if anything really happened over the night. This is where I slept last night. I'm all packed back up. I'm gonna go back downstairs and yeah, they have like food or something, breakfast. Anyways, it looks like it's starting to get really bad. You can see the trees are, you know, moving around a lot. I'm gonna go outside if I can.
Oh, it's cold. Oh, no. They're waiting for me. Yeah, I'm waiting too.
A couple small ones behind
along the path?
Yeah, behind the wharf. The ones that, you know.
Uprooted. Small one, I don't know
Small
what it is.
one. One's coming up out of the ground. The other one's just
Right there at the wire.
It's just really raining. It's like nothing big. Anyways, this is my breakfast I got that they provided pretty much. Make an announcement. It is now Friday at around 4:30. I've been in here for about 25 or 24 hours actually, a whole day. And it's just still raining. It's crappy weather. It's not horrible, but it's just raining.
Shelter update. Let me first by just saying thank you. It's been a interesting 24 hours, right? But we've had a successful shelter experience. We have all stayed warm. We've all stayed cool, meaning the AC has stayed on, right? We had power. We had hot food. We had plenty of water. We had good friends. Even some dance parties. So it's been a good 24 hours. Thank you for your cooperation with our request and for helping make the shelter a success. Announcement number 1. The facilities team and campus safety team has completed the damage assessment of the campus. And the good news is they have deemed the campus safe and the residence hall safe for students to return to this evening. As you see our good friends in campus safety, facilities maintenance, housekeeping, grounds, please thank them for their work over the past 24 hours. The other good piece of news is that the weather has passed enough that we feel cautious. We've been cautious, but we feel good about letting you all return to the residence halls this evening. So as a result, hall access will be turned back on at 4:45. So what I would ask is that as you return to your residence hall or as you return to your off-campus location, please continue to use common sense and be safe. There might be still some tree limbs that might cause damage. There might be still things in the roadways as you drive home if you're heading to an off-campus. So please just be cautious and use common sense when it comes to safety. I will share with you that there is dinner being provided as one last meal tonight if you would like to stick around after we finish our shelter meeting. So dinner is tonight. It'll be from 4:45 to 5:30 right out here in the same room. That means putting chairs back, tables back, those type of things. Also, if you were using AV equipment, projectors, sound, please make sure all of those things get turned off.
This was an interesting story. Glad I documented it. Looks like it's raining a little bit. Wow guys, this is my first time being outside in over 25 hours. It's crazy. At least it did keep it safe, even though it's still some high winds. Right now it's like raining, it's wet outside. It's not the best, but I'm glad that I can get some rest. I am exhausted, guys. It is like still like, you can tell it's still kind of windy out here. But yeah, crazy. I don't know if I'm even allowed to go on the roads yet. They said we're allowed to go back. I don't know. And not a whole lot of damage. Like there's a lot of crap on the sidewalks. Oh crap, yeah, there's some damage, wow. There's a little bit of damage actually up here. I'm sure they're cleaning it up now. I did not see much of the storm. I did sleep in the middle of the night, but I didn't know. Well, this isn't the greatest. Crap. Luggage is getting stuck. Check this out. Wow. It's a lot of cleaning up to do. I wish I'd gone out. They would not, they wouldn't let us go outside during it. Wow. This is insane. I'm gonna have to walk through this crap. Oh God, I'm getting wet. There's like water on the trees and everything's blowing everywhere. This is crazy. Alright, I should be the first one back into the dorms. Finally. I'm back to look at the damage and, you know, see what basically my room looks like. Alright, electricity works. Let's see. I don't see any clear visible damage. This is a little bit wet. Alright, let's see. Take the window off, or take the blinds away. There's definitely some dampness to these towels. Oh yeah, that's not good. There's a lot of wetness. I guess water came in somehow. But for the most part, it soaked everything up. I think my room is fine. Look at all this damage due to the hurricane, guys. Pretty darn crazy. Wow. It's like tons of just crap everywhere. I'm sure they're not picking it up yet because technically the hurricane isn't really over yet. So yeah. Even the McDonald's here is closed, but the International Drive, the world's largest McDonald's, they're open, but that's pretty much it. Like, nothing is open, I think. So yeah, that's crazy. Wow, guys, I-4 completely deserted. This is so rare. I have never, since I've lived here, never seen, even in the middle of the night, never seen it like this. There's not many people on I-4 right now. This is awesome though, because it means basically literally no traffic for me. So I pretty much have no traffic, smooth sailing. This is not what you normally see. Like, it is crazy jam-packed I-4. But yeah, this is I-4 during the hurricane. Well, on Friday, I guess the hurricane is technically passed. There's still a little bit coming our way though, still like rain and stuff. But yeah, just goes to show, guys, when everything's closed, you know, no businesses are open for the most part, you know, nobody's out. If people are out when things are open. So I know McDonald's is open, that's like the one thing that's open, but there's not a whole lot open, so obviously not many people are going anywhere. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I guess they closed the lane. Maybe Universal? I don't know, I'm not really sure. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to the world's largest McDonald's right now. It's like the only thing open, so yeah. So there's the big volcano structure, but it's not lit up tonight. Not sure why. Guess they're not working on it? Who knows? I don't know if you guys can see, the Orlando Eye has totally no light on, like it's out of power. I don't know if it's actually out of power or if they're like not lighting it up, or I don't know. Inside the McDonald's right now, it is completely packed in here. Check that out. Very busy. Alright, order here. Watch the screen. Hey guys. Alright. We're eating in. I'm gonna pay cash. Alright, I'm probably gonna build my own 100% beef. So here's the world's largest McDonald's, and it's pretty like busy today. They have so many workers on staff. So here's what I got. It's a create your own burger here at McDonald's, and so I got all that stuff with fries. They usually put it in like a holder, like holster. Didn't today. Even though this is a create your own burger, I paid for the create your own burger. I was like, no wonder they did it so fast. This is not a create your own burger. This is your typical burger that's just, you know, frozen stuff. This isn't, you know, the fresh one. So I think they messed it up. I guess maybe they ran out. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's definitely not the, you know, the normal one. Alright people, one look at this burger, which is not a create your own fresh burger. This is just your typical McDonald's patty. They tricked me, but it doesn't matter. It will still taste good, I guess. So yeah, anyways, this is it. And so here is the McDonald's. Largest McDonald's in the world, open 24 hours, and you can make your own burger. They even have a play place and an arcade. It's pretty insane. So yeah, that is the world's largest McDonald's in the world. It's crazy. And so yeah, I got to make my own burger. I'm convinced they cheat me out. McDonald's, you know, I really don't like the McDonald's. Here's the thing. They're okay, but I don't like the McDonald's. I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't like how they feed the cows corn and abuse the cows, and the cows live in factory farms and never see daylight or soil or grass or anything. It's the truth. I mean, I'm not... Okay, I support a lot of things, but McDonald's, well, here's the thing. When I'm giving money to them, even though I don't really support them, but it's only for really this one. I only go to this McDonald's. If you guys know me, I only go to the McDonald's here in Orlando, the world's largest one. But when they are literally the world's largest producer for cows, they own all cows, and so since they own all cow production, they can basically change the way cows are born and raised and all that stuff. So it kind of sucks, but yeah.